was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's 2nd and 8. Rolling to his right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Complete to C.D. Lamb. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Commanders' 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5. And now here's a carry heading left. Ooh, the juke. Yeah, he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
2nd down and 6 now. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Howell out of his own end zone. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He'll dump this off to Achane. No gain on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Washington going to send out their punter, Cavante Turpin, deep for the Cowboys. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll set up a throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Let's go. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
2nd and 10, Howell. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Howell out of the shotgun. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Washington going to send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. And taken right on the 30. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's got some space here. Still going. And finally taken down at the 34.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. On the option, here's Vaughn. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. He completes it to Evans. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And got his man complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Christian Watson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2nd and 7. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Trying to move the pocket there. Out to the right on the bootleg, but nothing develops. And he's forced to just throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Howell. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Howell personnel from the gun. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. Into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And we'll still have time for one play before the half as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he's got room. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Howell. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. He'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
On the ground with Vaughn. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Back to throw here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
And Howe will throw it.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's H.M. And he's going to have the Commanders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. It's Howe with another throw. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught by Evans. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Commanders 7.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off,
and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Evans in motion. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
They didn't need much. They didn't get much. But what they did get was enough for a first down.
They'll try, and it's a fumble.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Following the fumble recovery, Howell. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Big yardage that time for Washington.
And even 40 yards. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
Howell. This one thrown underneath to Achane.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training